So here we are again, just trying to support the kids and families during this time. And so we actually have a special guest with us here, Andrew O'Neill from O'Neill Asset Management. And so, Andrew, can you just introduce yourself and explain what you do?
I'm just a normal guy. I own O'Neill Asset Management. We are an investment advisory firm. Manage around 200 million of other people's money. Been doing this for a little over 15 years. And so I work with mostly what we call, we're a family practice. I work with mostly families, a handful of small businesses on saving and investing for their future.
All right. And I think this is very stressful times, I think, financially for people on not knowing what to expect in the coming months. And so what would be 3 financial tips that you'd give people during this pandemic?
Yeah, the first thing I would always tell people is to not freak out. Financially, it's a stressful time because many people are off of work, not earning an income. Saying around here is that you never make a good decision when you're panicked or when you're drunk. Mm-hmm. So if you want good decisions, don't be panicked and don't be drunk. The second thing I would tell people is to get busy getting busy. Whether that looks like a side hustle, driving for Uber Eats, Postmates, donating plasma, raking people's yards. Rich people are scared of leaves, so always rake or blow leaves. There's a lot of things that you can do just to earn money on the side these days. And so to have a cash flow makes everything else look better in your personal financial life. And the last thing I would do is to tell people to give every dollar a name. This is our way of saying budgeting. When you give every dollar a name and you budget and you have everything on paper, it just allows you to not stress out because all the variables are there in front of you. So yeah, to not freak out, to get a side hustle or get some extra income coming in the door, and then to budget everything. If you were your own CFO, would you hire yourself? So yeah.
That's good. And so tell us the importance of saving money, and can anyone do it no matter how much they make? And what recommendations would you have for people to save money?
The importance of saving money is just that the borrower is slave to the lender, right? And there's 2 ways to get money. Either you work for it and you earn it, or you get a loan. So what we teach people is biblically based to say, we don't want you to take out a loan or have debt. We want you to earn money and then keep it. And what we view wise stewardship as is the doubling, the tripling, the compounding effect of what having interest on your side can do for you. And so ways to save money, it goes along with that last question that you asked, Donnie, is if you're budgeting and giving every dollar a name, saving some, spending some, and giving some are all going to be parts or should be parts of your life. Most Americans are very good at spending, so I don't hit too much on that one. But if you're saving already, maybe it's to a bank account, a savings account, maybe it's to a credit union. I would encourage you to try to save eventually 3 to 6 months worth of your expenses. But we typically don't do that until you are completely consumer debt free. So ways to save money, sorry, I'm skipping around here, is that once you have a budget and you know-ish what your expenses are going to be, some of this is personal discipline. Personal finance is tied in with personal discipline. So saying no to yourself when you go out. Some of you that are way behind financially, that dollar menu is going to be your best friend, right? Because you're not going out and buying a prime cut steak. So frugalness helps you save. But I what I teach people to start with is $1,000 in cash. So if you look at your paycheck and you're tracking your money, save up $1,000 in cash. You can put that in the bank, but that's the best place to start. Baby step one.
And now we're obviously, we work with kids, and I think kids, they when they get some money, it's like they have a hole in their pocket. They just have to spend on whatever snacks. And what tips would you give kids to start self-saving and kind of having this discipline early on in their lives?
Yeah, well, it's all age appropriate, right? So like I've got little kids. We have I guess a 3 piggy bank system, if you will. So we try to teach our children that, money comes from work. So if a kid's young, 3, 4, 5, 6 years old, they're not gonna be able to do a lot of work. But just from maybe some simple projects, if you're a parent, you can teach them, okay, we're gonna pick up your toys. All right, we're gonna make your bed. Once they do that, even if you give them a dime, nickel, or a penny, try to give them a couple of them. So if it's 3 pennies, we teach our kids to save some, so that one goes in the savings piggy bank, the other goes into the spending piggy bank, and the other goes into the giving piggy bank. So then they're learning that, money comes from hard work. If I do work, I get money, and then I'm able to save some, spend some, and give some. As kids age and they get closer to, let's say, the preteen years, and they're able to do a little bit more work, and those dollars get to become a little bit more, as a parent, always base it upon work. So you're trying to associate, if you show up at work, then you get dollars, you get money. As kids become teenagers, I know a lot of the children that you're working with, Donnie, are teenage years. The approach that I would tell the children that are then making decisions for themselves as they strive to become adults is that simple habit that, if I work more, I get more money in the bank, right? I'm able to have more. It's just a resource, but I want to save some, give some, and spend some. So unlike some of their peers that might be spending to get, some new clothes, going to see a concert somewhere, whatever, if they can be disciplined and say, okay, I've got 3 buckets. I know I need to spend X amount of dollars because maybe I'm helping my mom and my dad out. Maybe I'm going on a trip that's coming up, but I also should be saving some, even if it's a small amount. Even if it's $10 a year, it's something. You're saving money, and then giving. So I'm a Christian, so I tell people off the top, 10% is what I give. Anything above and beyond that, well, that's what I get to have fun with. So maybe somebody's in need. Maybe it's a friend of mine that lost their job. Maybe it's a single mom that's trying to raise kids. And so it's always age appropriate is the advice that I give to parents that are raising kids. To kids, I say, money comes from work. So they have to have an association. If you show up at work, then you get some money. And then once you have money, let's teach them to save it, spend it, and give it.
All right, that's good. And so kind of final things to wrap up here. One, do you have any recommendations, resources, reading materials, anything to guide people in their financial habits?
Yeah, so I'm one of Dave Ramsey's SmartVestor pros. We're associated with Ramsey Solutions, which teaches what we believe are biblical outlines to personal finance or money management. And so many individuals struggle creating their own budget. We have a free app, though. If you want to give it a shot on your own, you can go to Every Dollar on the App Store, through iTunes, or through Google Play and Android users. So once you have that, it's a web-based, so wherever you're at, whether on your phone, your iPad, your computer, you can pull up your budget at any time. that's still how my wife and I do our budget. Is we're seeing the same information because it's on the cloud, whether I'm on my phone, I'm at work, or at home on the computer. So that's a free resource. Doesn't cost anything for that app. You can also reach out to us. So our website is o'neillassetmanagement.com, and we give away books. If you want to read through the Total Money Makeover Financial Peace. And then if you need help creating a budget, we've got some resources here. We work with what are called financial coaches that have gone through the Financial Coach Master Training Series from Dave Ramsey and his team. And they will come alongside you and help you not only give every dollar a name and budget, but also structure how you're paying off your debt. And they'll walk through you, through that situation with you, I should say, and check up on you weekly. So some of personal finance is not just, do I have the head knowledge? It's like a trainer or a strength coach. You still talk to them, even if you know how to do the exercises. Sometimes you just need a kick in the butt. Sometimes you need somebody to be along there with you to provide you with accountability. So a coach for your personal finances will do that with you. So if you've got questions or concerns, they can check us out online, and we'll just push a lot of people into the right direction or connect them with the right people that they need to talk to.
And that's available for anyone?
It's available for anybody, yeah.
Okay. All right. That's great. And so we'll, and if you could just reiterate how they can find you.
Yeah, so we've got 6 offices around Michigan. Our website is O'Neill Asset Management, O'Neill spelled O-N-E-I-L-L. You can Google us or use whatever search engine you want. And then once we have your information, like I said, we're associated with Ramsey Solutions. He's got about 14 million daily radio listeners, podcasters, and YouTubers. And so their organization has the resources that will help you. I'm a nerd when it comes to podcasting. So sometimes even after doing this for over 15 years, I still like to pull up his podcast just to get yelled at a little bit and get the motivation that I need to then regurgitate that to other people.
That's good. Well, thank you so much for your time, Andrew. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, hey, anytime. I will look forward to catching up with you and the kids sometime soon, brother. Enjoy your afternoon, all right?
That sounds good.
God bless, man. Take care.
Thank you.